Good morning. We will begin graduation in just a moment. If you could do us a favor, whatever row you're on, if you could scoot a little closer to the center of that row to help us get as many people in the gym this morning as possible, we would appreciate it. Just scoot a little bit in toward the center. Thank you. Good morning. As we prepare for the graduation ceremony, for your safety and comfort, please be aware of the nearest exit. At this time, if you would, also ensure that your cellular phones are silenced. If you need help at any time, please alert the nearest college employee. Please remain standing as you are able for the presentation of colors and for the singing of our national anthem.
Please join me in our national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed, and the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we once were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets and flare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, Satan's and star-spangled banner yet wave, o'er the land of the free and the hope of the brave. Thank you. You may be seated. one day. I shall not live, I shall not live in vain, in vain. I shall not live in vain. I shall not live, I shall not live in vain. If I could read some life between unflinching robin unto his nest again, I shall not live, I shall not live in vain, in vain. I shall not live I shall not live, I shall not live in I was hungry, I was thirsty, and you took me in. I was trembling, I was hurting, when you took my hand. I shall not live, I shall not live in vain.
Good morning. On behalf of the faculty, the staff, the administration, our Board of Visitors, Board of Trustees, but most importantly, on behalf of our student body, let me welcome each of you to the Spring 2019 Arkansas State University Beebe Commencement Exercises. I'm Jennifer Methvin, Chancellor at ASU-Beebe, and I'm honored to be here today to share this day with faculty, staff, and graduates from across our campuses in Beebe, Heber Springs, Searcy, and the Little Rock Air Force Base. As we begin the ceremony, I am honored to introduce our platform party, which includes administrative personnel who provide leadership at our institution, and some of the very special board members who provide support and inspire us to greater successes. That page is gone. From our system office, we have our president of the system, Dr. Chuck Welch, chairman of our board, Mr. Neil Croson, from our board of trustees, Christy Clark, from the board of visitors, Dr. Hazel Dickey, Mr. Howard Chapin, and Ms. Kathy Ove. On stage with us also is Dr. Richard Counts, Dr. David Mays, Ryan Gibbons, and our student speaker, who will be introduced in a great way here shortly. I'm pleased to invite to the podium Dr. Chuck Welch, the president of our ASU system, who will provide brief remarks. Dr. Welch will be followed by Mr. Neil Croson, chair of our system board of trustees, and by Dr. Hazel Dickey, secretary of the board of visitors, who will bring greetings on behalf of our governing and advising boards. Dr. Welch.
Thank you, Chancellor Methvin, and good morning. On behalf of the soon-to-be 6 campuses of the Arkansas State University system, it is my honor to welcome all of you this morning to the spring commencement ceremonies. Graduates, I just want to say a special welcome to you and congratulations to you on this monumental accomplishment. I know many of you probably thought you would never get to this point today, but you have indeed made it here and are now a college graduate. But I want to challenge you to not think of this as the ending, but indeed the beginning of the rest of your life. I have a poster that hangs in my office of an old basketball goal, like what hangs in this old gymnasium, that says you miss 100% of the shots you do not take. And what that basically means is if you don't take a shot at different things in life, you'll never be successful. There will be probably failures in your life, but you've got to go out and take those opportunities. You know, for some of you probably thought you would fail in this venture, but you didn't. You made it to this finish line. So now go out from here and take those chances. You will have much better chance at success because you're a college graduate. You'll have a much better chance at earning more money, living a longer life, living a healthier life, having a better job, having better opportunities to be philanthropic and do things in your community and experience the unimaginable because you are a college graduate. Thank you for choosing ASU-Beebe. Thank you for choosing the ASU system. And thank you for making the choice to continue your education, to better your life, and to better the lives for all Arkansans. We're very proud of you, and we wish you all the best in all of your future endeavors. Congratulations.
Good morning. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of the Arkansas State University system, I congratulate each one of you who will be graduating today. We trust that you had a positive experience while pursuing your degree, and we wish for you the very best in all of your future endeavors. Again, congratulations as you enter this exciting new phase of life. Thank you.
The Board of Visitors provides advisory counsel and support to the administrators of ASU-Beebe at all of its locations. As a former administrator and longtime supporter of this remarkable institution, I'm so proud of each of you graduates and look forward to the difference I know you will make in your community. Congratulations on behalf of the Board of Visitors on your achievements and best wishes as you move forward to even greater accomplishments.
Thank you, Dr. Welch, Mr. Croson, and Dr. Dickey. Graduates, I stand here this morning extremely optimistic about you, your future, and about the positive impact you will have on the world in which we live. First of all, you made it. You're now an ASU-Beebe alum. That makes you a pretty unique person, in case you didn't know it. Many students attempt higher education, but fewer students commit themselves to the time, focus, and work it takes to complete a credential. You, however, dedicated yourselves to the task, and you have accomplished your goal. You have proven that you have a strong work ethic, so congratulations. Your determination makes me optimistic about your future. However, as proud as I am of your newly earned certificates and degrees and the impact that will have on your future, I have to tell you that I am most optimistic about you as a person. As Chancellor of ASU-Beebe, it is my privilege to observe you and our faculty and staff as they work with you to guide you through your educational experiences. Since last June, when I came to ASU-Beebe, I have come to know much more about the kind of education a student receives at our ASU-Beebe campuses. The ASU-Beebe experience doesn't just prepare you to make a better living. The ASU-Beebe experience also prepares you to have and to live a better life. Our faculty and staff work with you both inside and outside of the classroom, and they model a life of service and dedication to others. They don't just say we are transforming lives through quality learning experience because it's our mission statement. They create and nurture quality learning experiences designed specifically for you. They don't just teach you the content in their disciplines, though they do that exceptionally well. They also model civic-mindedness, respect for cultural diversity, teamwork, lifelong learning, continuous improvement, tolerance, and civility. ASU-Beebe is devoted to your growth and development as a whole person, not just within your area of study. Can I put it this way? At ASU-Beebe, at every campus, in every classroom, in every office, you get so much more than the classroom. I have to tell you that I think you've been very lucky to have these faculty and staff members in your lives. And students, if you agree with me, join me in thanking these dedicated professionals for their work with you. As I said, I stand here today quite optimistic about you as a person. You see, as an ASU-Beebe alum, you're going to be one of our friends and neighbors. You will provide us with health care and teach our young people. You will operate our farms, provide care for our pets and livestock, and keep our agricultural equipment in the fields. You will fill our world and feed our souls through your music, performance, and art. Build, operate, and manage the businesses and industries in our communities. Design, maintain, repair, and improve the technology which surrounds us. You'll be parents, school board members, colleagues, public servants, and elected officials. You will be contributing to your communities in countless positive ways. As you exit our doors to take your next step, I challenge you to continue to be vanguard. Dare to be a leader, dare to help others. Keep yourself and others moving forward. Transform the lives of others through your profession and through your life. Graduates, on behalf of everyone in this room, I thank you for inviting us into your lives and allowing us to share a portion of your educational journey. We are proud of you and know that you will accomplish much. Thank you.
Good morning. At this time, it gives me great pleasure to introduce our student speaker for the morning. Ashton Warner is a 2017 graduate of Beebe High School. Ashton is the current student body president and serves the campus community on several student-driven and institutional committees, including the Chancellor's Cabinet and the ASU System Leadership Council. Her time at ASU-Beebe has been marked by her academic commitment and active involvement in the psychology department and student government. As a leadership scholar, campus ambassador, and committed servant, she was an obvious first choice for the service at the ASU System office as a student ambassador. In 2018, She was awarded the ASU-Beebe Outstanding First Year Student Award and the prestigious Academic All-Star Award from the Association of Arkansas Community Colleges. Ashton will be attending the University of Central Arkansas in the fall, where she will be working on a bachelor's degree in psychology and then planning to continue a master's degree in mental health counseling. Please welcome Ashton Warner.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome. Dr. Welch, members of the board, Dr. Methvin, faculty, staff, family, friends, and graduates. It is truly an honor to stand before you all today. Before I begin, I wanted to take the opportunity to say a big thank you to all the people who have supported me through this journey. So, to my amazing family, my sweet boyfriend, friends, coworkers, faculty, and staff, thank you. There are honestly too many of you who have stood by my side and cheered me on to name you all individually, but each of you have played such a vital role in helping me get here today, and I appreciate it more than you know. So now, students of the spring 2019 class, we did it! Yeah. I have been so honored to walk these halls alongside many of you, and am so thrilled to have the opportunity to stand before you today and share a collection of stories regarding my time at ASU-Beebe. I hope during this speech that you are able to reflect on your own memories made. When thinking about my time here and the charge I wanted to leave you all with today, I was reminded of a quote from my favorite show, One Tree Hill. The quote reads, "It's the oldest story in the world. One day you're 17 planning for someday, and then quietly, without ever noticing, someday is today, and then someday becomes yesterday, and this is your life." I think if you're anything like me, you probably have had your life all planned out for quite some time. Maybe for some of you, coming to ASU-Beebe wasn't in your original plan. Maybe college wasn't even in your original plan. When I was in high school and I decided that ASU-Beebe was going to be where I would spend the first 2 years of my college experience, I had some people who actually couldn't understand why I would want to come to a community college instead of going to a 4-year university straight from high school. Despite their unsolicited and frankly demeaning comments at times, I just had this sort of peace in my soul about my decision. I knew that it was the right path for me, but little did I know the impact that this little college would have on my life. Little did I know the opportunities that awaited me, the relationships I would build and cherish forever, and the education and experiences that would prepare me not only for my career, but for life in general. When I started off my journey at ASU-Beebe, I received a scholarship that not only paid me a lot of money, but plugged me into one of the greatest groups I have ever been a part of, student government. And for those of you who know me, know this is not me taking the chance to make a shameless plug as usual. This time it's just facts. But through this organization alone, I got plugged into so many great things around campus and had so many opportunities. When I first applied for the scholarship, I had absolutely no idea what I was getting myself into. I had no idea that I would become secretary and eventually president. I had no idea that I would one day work for the ASU Systems office and get to personally interact with the president of our systems. I had no idea that I would travel to different cities, even states, and meet new people while learning amazing skills. I could sit here all day and just go on and on about my experiences alone just based on opportunities. But it would be so wrong of me to do that and not even mention some of the other amazing opportunities on our campus. Did you know that our theater program started with about 3 people actually majoring in theater a year ago, and just last week performed a play with around 30 people in it? Did you know that one of our professors takes students to El Salvador every year for over a week? Did you know that this year alone we had the largest Ag Day that we've ever had? And did you know, and I mean surely you did, that you can print your assignments or anything else all over our campus for free? Okay, so maybe that last one isn't as serious as the others, but still. The point that I'm trying to make here is that the opportunities at ASU-Beebe are endless. Just when someone might have told you that coming here would mean you wouldn't get the full college experience, and yet we have all had these wonderful opportunities that have impacted my life, and I know have impacted all of your life in a special and different way. Another thing that has impacted me in a very, very special way are the experiences I have had here. whether by a specific person, in the classroom, or while being involved on campus. But really quick, graduates, I want each of you to reflect on your time here, your classes, your clubs, and think of your favorite instructor or that one person who has impacted you the most. I'm positive that every student in this room probably has one instructor at least who has changed their life in some way here at ASU-Beebe. And I'm not trying to call anyone out, but I'm going to. A few weeks ago, I showed up to my family relations class and was not aware that it was our last day of actual class. This is a psychology course that I took this semester with Dr. Brock, and I have taken her as a teacher since Intro to Psychology for many of my psychology classes, and she is easily one of my favorite teachers. When I found out it was our last class, my heart was so sad. I did not expect to be so torn up when a professor told me that we wouldn't have class anymore, but it was different for me this time. This time, it was my last class ever with a teacher who has taught me so much and has been one of the biggest inspirations for me on the path to my future career. But as I began to walk out of the room with some of my friends, I realized that I, for 3 semesters, at least twice a week, had sat in this teacher's class as she shared wisdom and poured into her students, myself included. I thought of how her classes alone had got me through many trials and hard times, even when I did not immediately realize it. I was later talking to one of the friends that I actually met in Dr. Brock's class, and she was telling me that because of Dr. Brock's transparency about her own life and story, that my friend felt assured in her own past and knew that her pain could bring her through to pursue to her purpose in her career. It's professors like these who help students to grow and teach them not only through the material in a textbook, but through their own life experiences. It's teachers like these who show you that it is okay to take time to grow and that you can achieve what you set your mind to, and that is priceless. It is teachers like these that we have all around our campus at ASU-Beebe. As SGA president this year, I've had a lot of really cool opportunities. One of those opportunities I have had was to sit on the chancellor's cabinet. I'll never forget the first meeting I got to go to. I'm a pretty outgoing and friendly person, but I was so nervous as I walked into the room. I compared the feeling later to my coworkers as being the little kid at the grown-up table during Thanksgiving. But once the meeting started, I quickly discovered that my voice mattered, and I was in fact not that little kid at the grown-up table. That although I was the only student in this meeting, I was treated as an equal. I saw this through many opportunities I had on campus through meetings, planning events, and just day-to-day experiences in which mine, as well as all students' opinions, were valued and taken into consideration. Recently, the SGA cabinet was able to put one of our annual priorities into action by organizing a food drive called the Campus Cares Challenge. This drive was organized in hopes to raise enough food to start a food pantry for our students who experience food insecurity. Throughout this whole process, I was able to see the heart of our students, our faculty, our staff, and our campus just to help others. Our chancellor even stepped up to the plate when I asked her if she would oppose me in a friendly competition between students and faculty staff, even if I told her that she might possibly end up kissing a pig if students raised more items. Our goal was to raise 1,200 items of food over the course of about 3 weeks. We raised nearly 3,000 items. This was blowing our goal out of the water. And if you missed it, Dr. Methvin and I both kissed the pig, but it was honestly great. The pig was really cute. Looking back on this experience, I was able to see that not only does this campus instill educational and professional values into its students, but also excellent values of courage, integrity, and character. Here at ASU-Beebe, we are taught to help each other, to support each other through the process, and to grow as individuals. I have decided to save my favorite thing about ASU-Beebe for last. One, because I needed to collect myself in order not to melt into a puddle of tears, but also because I feel it is the most important and impactful, and that is the relationships. I have talked previously about a relationship that I have with one of my teachers, and that is just one of the many relationships and connections that I have made while being on campus. When I think of relationships on this campus, I think about the friends that I've made here. As I mentioned earlier, I'm a psychology major, and let me just tell you something about those who choose this major. We just get each other. We instantly connect. I'm sure it is like this in all degree fields in their own special way, but I have often described it this way. In the halls before my classes, we usually talk about what we're having for lunch and which one of us is running on the least amount of sleep. But it's like this crazy thing where as soon as you step foot into a psychology class, you walk in the first day, and by the end of the class, the person next to you is your new best friend. You find out you went to school with their cousin, and you also learn their entire life story, and even sometimes deepest problems or secrets. Like I said, it's just this unreal connection that lets you know that you're in the right field. The people I have been blessed to sit beside from day to day and even class to class within my degree field have become some of my best friends who I've shared so much life with and learned so much from. I know I've said it a lot in this speech, but there are so many wonderful and special people at ASU-Beebe. I might be a little biased considering I have worked with these people every day for the past year, but the Student Life Office staff are some of the most special people I have ever known and ultimately have become my work family. I cannot recall the amount of hours I have barged into Zach Tucker's office to talk about something I was stressed about or just something on my mind, and he has put down everything he had going on to help me. And if you know Zach, you know he is like the busiest person on planet Earth and probably gets less sleep than Buddy the elf. Nevertheless, every time I presented one of my crazy ideas or suggestions, I was greeted with validation, a little sarcasm at times, and if you know him, you understand this trait. But mostly I was greeted with support and appreciation, even when I spent an hour just crying about my frustrations. If you ever came looking for me and I wasn't in Zach's office asking a million questions, I was probably sitting in the lobby of our office talking to who I refer to as Mama Dixie or Stephanie about any, and I mean everything. Or I might possibly be crying from laughing so hard at one of the infamous Frank N. Taylor II stories. Whether it was trying to figure out where the mysterious megalodon is now residing or receiving the best advice about nearly anything in life, Frank always has a good story or nugget of wisdom to offer that is sure to make anyone's day better. No matter the day or the topic, rain or shine, these people became some of my closest friends and people that I knew would have my back through any situation. They supported me through the stressful times, laughed with me through the happy times, listened to all of my stories and puns on the daily, and overall encouraged me to rise above myself and become the best person I could be. I feel like that is the epitome of our campus, and these are the moments that truly made me fall in love with ASU-Beebe. It is so reassuring to know that no matter where life takes me, I can always come back to this place or make a phone call, and I would have the support and guidance of any of my wonderful friends, coworkers, or mentors that I met here. I'm sure by this point you're all wondering why in the world I'm standing in front of you telling personal stories about the past 2 years and how that has anything to do with you receiving your diploma today. But I promise all of this has a similar theme. This theme is something that we have talked about from the very beginning of the year in student government, leaving a legacy. Each person I mentioned in my stories and accounts probably had no idea until they heard this speech the impact that they made on my life or the lives of others. You might be sitting in your chair ready to graduate, thinking that today is the day your life will begin. But can I challenge you with the thought that maybe your life has already begun? Although you might be thinking to yourself, Ashton, it's just an associate's degree. It really is not just an associate's degree. Did you know that only about half of the population of people who graduate from high school go to earn any college degrees at all? The time you've spent here is not in vain. Each of you have left your own legacy in your own special way, whether you realized it or not. You might be like some of my most courageous friends who became parents early on and had to put their degrees on hold, but are back now and working harder than ever to earn that degree while still managing to be parents and have a job. Or maybe you were the first one in your family to graduate with a college degree and you thought it wasn't in the cards for you either, but here you are. Perhaps you might have even been told all of your life that you would never be able to graduate or become anything for yourself, but you persisted and walked the lonely and hard road at times to get here. Whatever the scenario, each of us have braved the troubling seas at some point that come with being in college. Each of us have worked hard despite circumstances to get here. Each of us have impacted others and in return been impacted ourselves. So I will say it again, my friends, it's not just an associate's degree. It is an accomplishment that not many do. It is the start of a beautiful and rewarding journey that you have earned for yourselves. Do not discredit or overlook the things that you've done here, the friends that you've made, the tests that you've taken, and the experiences that you've lived. I hope through my recollection of memories and experiences, you have thought about your own and have looked upon them with pride and admiration. You are a force in motion. You are the catalyst that could change the world. You are worthy of the rewards and opportunities that will come your way after graduating. So let us graduate, let us prosper, and let us be Vanguard proud no matter where we find ourselves. Thank you, and may God bless you all.
Thank you for those amazing and inspiring words, Ashton. Congratulations. And on behalf of the Vanguard family, we'd like to present you with this gift.
This semester, ASU-Beebe is conferring 575 awards across all campuses, including 24 associate degrees, 5 Associate of Fine Arts degrees, 225 Associate of Science degrees, 15 Associate of General Studies degrees, 109 Associate of Applied Science degrees, 110 technical certificates, and 87 certificates of proficiency. Candidates are listed in the program in alphabetical order under the award categories. Every candidate has worked hard to earn the awards they will receive. At this time, we would like to recognize those who have earned awards of distinction. You will notice many candidates are wearing one or more cords of distinction. The colors of the cords indicate their affiliation. Gold cords signify members of the Honor Society Gamma Beta Phi. Green cords signify members of the Honor Society Alpha Deer Omega. White and purple cords signify members of the National Vocational and Technical Honor Society. Blue and silver cords are for the officers of student government. Red, white, and blue cords indicate active duty military service or veteran status. Gray and silver cords are for graduates of the Vet Tech program. And red and white cords indicate graduates who participated in the TRIO program.
At last, we have come for the moment we have all been waiting for. Will the spring 2019 graduate class please rise? Chancellor Methvin, the faculty are in the process of recording grades and carefully examining the accomplishments of the spring 2019 graduating class. At this time, it appears the final auditing of the academic records will confirm that each eligible member of the class has completed the requirements and met the standards of the Arkansas Department of Higher Education and the Arkansas State University System Board of Trustees. Therefore, it is with great pride that the faculty presents them to you and unanimously recommends that the appropriate certificates and degrees be conferred.
Thank you, Dr. Counts. Students, by the authority vested in me by the Arkansas Department of Higher Education and by the ASU System Board of Trustees, and pending final review of records, it is my honor to confer upon each of you the technical certificate, certificate of proficiency, Associate of Arts, Associate of Fine Arts, Associate of Science, Associate of Applied Science, and Associate of General Studies degrees as pertaining to each, with all of the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereunto. Congratulations. I can't wait to shake your hand.
Graduates, if you would please be seated, and we will begin the awarding of degrees and certificates. Graduating with the degree Associate of Arts in Liberal Arts, Jeremy Paul Backus. Amanda Jo Toppich. Brianna Nicole Collins. Ashley Adams. Joelle N. Sheets. Linda Rockwell Seaton. Ready? Go ahead. Sarah Jane Red. Graduating with an Associate of Fine Arts in Graphic Design, Tina Marie Green. Graduating with an Associate of Fine Arts in Theater, Nathan James Gibbons. Graduating with an Associate of Science in Education, Elizabeth Ann Butera. David Morgan Pierce. Yahaira Lopez. Madison Jade Thorne. Alyssa Green. Cheyenne Jaylee Moore. Haley Noel Scott. Lacey Marie Palazzolo. Maria de la Luz Garcia Torres. Haley Qualls. Receiving an Associate of Science in Health Sciences, Tyler Bradbury. Good job. Brittany Reynolds. Hannah Waters. Faith Morgan Young. Gina Clements. Erica Villalobos. Caitlin Allie West. Jera Lynn Malone. Tamra R. Chandler. Caitlin Thompson. Tristan Brackenridge. Hannah Weaver. Shakira K. Hall. Lindsay Michelle Roberts. Jericho F. Scott. Tiffany Morgan. Hannah Marie Lewis. Receiving the Associate of Science in Liberal Arts and Sciences, Ashton Brianne Warner. Sarah Michelle Turner. Jamia L. Charles. Will Benjamin Wetzel. Victoria Cook. Rachel Renee Flynn. Laura Jackson. Meg Armentrout. Tyler T. Lopez. Justin Cheatham. Cassidy G. Webster. Faith Vire. Kimberly S. Hoffman. Ashlyn Dolores Smith. Dixie Ann Sherrill. Sarah Grace Harris. Audrey Lee Smith. Allie Tatum Daugherty. Clayton Smith. Erica Brooklyn Sadler. Ricky Lane Graham. Jessica Leanne Tubbs. Victoria Hayes. Sydney Irene Cartwright. Ready? Regina Louise Barnett Lorton. Taisha Rohima Faith Thompson. Linda Marie Fortman Nickel. Megan Harsh. Zachary T. Crossan. Rebecca Jeanette Smith. Chastity Marie Ringer. Tyler Fowler. Michaela Danielle Ushery. Ariel Eritrea Lackey. Kayla McCoy. Megan Nicole Woodworth. Kristen Ashley Lynn Spencer. Mai No. Lindsay Wilson. Matt Wilson. Alicia Jade Cox. Adriana Areta Louise Morris. Receiving a degree in Associate of General Studies, Christian Patricio Juarez. Natalie Clayton. Ashley Elizabeth Ann Bain. Receiving an Associate of Applied Sciences, Emergency Medical Services Paramedics, Sydney N. Foster. Receiving a degree in Associate of Applied Sciences, Medical Laboratory Technology, Megan Ann Gossett. Heidi Hustis Hightower. Joan Kenguru. It's okay. Brianna R. Pipkin. Receiving an Associate of Applied Sciences, Pharmacy Technician Science, Patience L. Anderson. Receiving an Associate of Applied Sciences in Veterinary Technology, Amanda K. Alverson. Caitlin Blackstone. Bailey Lanier Brown. Briston Elizabeth Cook. Johan Cornelissen. Lake T. Davis. Macy Carol Green. Sarah Marlene Hoover. Jasmine Zoe Hutzel. Carissa Renee Cohall. Jessica Erin Lee. Kaylin McKenna Lett. Jose Leonardo Mendoza. Jordan Elizabeth Rubio. Jacqueline Laurel Shannon. Abby K. Smith. Carolyn Amanda Speck. Mary Ward. Rebecca Joanne Wells. Amanda Faith Wright. Receiving a technical certificate as a health information assistant, Alexandria Kathleen Beckham. Ashley Belford. Bethany L. Caudle. Yolanda Harper. Sydney D. Pickard. Carinsa C. Rice. Madeline Ward. Receiving a certificate of proficiency, Rosavia Thomas. Receiving a technical certificate as a pharmacy technician, Cindy Juanes. Receiving a technical certificate in practical nursing, Emily K. Gee. Tesla Faison. Kelly Montgomery. Tammy Gaines. Megan McLean. Kara Leanne Severe. Kaylee Williams. Brittany Nicole Rogers. Tiffany Ramsey. Alicia Davenport. Ashley Bruce. Anayansi Alvarado. Heather Strobel. Receiving a certificate of proficiency in early childhood education, Jessica L. Clark. This completes the awards. Will all graduates please rise?
Graduates, when you processed in this morning, you wore your tassels on the right, signifying your candidacy for graduation. Well, now, in keeping with the time-honored tradition of the Academy and the symbolic gesture of crossing your heart, you may move your tassels from the right to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the Spring 2019 graduating class of ASU-Beebe. Please rise for the recessional.
Good afternoon. As we prepare for the graduation ceremony, for your safety and comfort, please be aware of the nearest exit. At this time, if you would also ensure that your cellular phones are silenced. If you need assistance at any time, please alert the nearest college employee. If you would, please rise for our processional. Please remain standing as you are able for the presentation of colors as well as for the singing of our national anthem.
Please join me in the national anthem. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? The choir will now perform I Shall Not Live in Vain, dedicated to our graduates. You may be seated.
I shall not live. I shall not live in vain. If I could stop on earth from breaking or could I shall not live. I shall not live in vain. In vain, I shall not live in I shall not live. I shall not live in vain. If I could live on earth, rest again. I shall not live, I shall not live in vain, in vain. I shall not live in vain. I shall not live. I shall not live in vain. I was hungry, I was thirsty, oh Lord, and you took me in. I was standing, I was empty, captive when you took my hand. I shall not live, I shall not live in
Thank you, Dr. Bartlett. And the ASU-Beebe singers, aren't they fantastic? Good afternoon. On behalf of the faculty, the staff, the administration, our Board of Visitors, our Board of Trustees, and most importantly, on behalf of the student body, let me welcome each of you to the Spring 2019 Arkansas State University Beebe Commencement Exercises. I'm Jennifer Methvin, Chancellor of ASU-Beebe, and I am honored to be here today to share with faculty, staff, and graduates from across our campuses in Beebe, Heber Springs, Searcy, and the Little Rock Air Force Base. As we begin the ceremony, I am honored to introduce our platform party, which includes administrative personnel who provide leadership at our institution, and some of the very special board members who support and inspire us to greater success. As I introduce our dignitaries, please hold your applause until all have been introduced. From our ASU system, our president of the system, Dr. Chuck Welch. From our ASU System Board of Trustees, Mr. Neil Croson, Chair, Mrs. Christy Clark. We are also honored to be joined by our ASU-Beebe Board of Visitors members, Dr. Hazel Dickey, our Secretary, Mrs. Kathy Eoff, and Mr. Howard Chapin. From our faculty and staff, we have Associate Vice Chancellor for Academics, Dr. Richard Counts, our student speaker, who you'll be introduced to in great detail shortly, Associate Vice Chancellor for Student Services and Dean of Students, Dr. David Mays, Theater Instructor, Mr. Ryan Gibbons, our Faculty Senate President, Sean Talon, and our Staff Senate President, Tanya Tucker. Of course, each person here is an honored and special guest, and I thank you all for being here with us to celebrate. I am pleased to invite to the podium Dr. Chuck Welch, the president of our ASU system, who will provide brief remarks. Dr. Welch will be followed by Mr. Neil Croson, chair of the system board, and Dr. Hazel Dickey, secretary of the Board of Visitors. They will bring greetings on behalf of our governing and advising boards. Dr. Welch.
Thank you, Dr. Methvin, and good afternoon. Welcome on behalf of the soon-to-be 6 institutions that comprise the Arkansas State University system. It's my honor to welcome all of you to the spring 2019 commencement ceremonies. Graduates, I want to not only welcome you, but I want to congratulate you. And I want to ask you to take just a second to think about where you are. I mean, sometimes we go through these ceremonies and it's just a blur, and we don't really stop for a second to think about where we are and what we're doing. You're sitting at Arkansas State University Beebe today, and you're about to walk across this stage and become a college graduate. You're about to receive something that many Americans will never do in their lives, and the vast majority of people on this earth will never do in their lives, and that is to become a college graduate. And I hope you don't take that lightly. I hope you realize that today you're being given a gift that most people on this earth will never be given. And you will have something that most people in their lives will never have, that maybe your parents didn't have and your grandparents didn't have. But now that you have, that will give you opportunities, that will give you chances in life to do things that you never dreamed imaginable. You know that with great opportunity comes great expectations to give back and to do great things. And we expect you to leave here today and to go and change the world. You're going to be the people that create our future. You're going to be our bankers. You're going to be our welders. You're going to be our people who are our farmers and working on our tractors and working on our things that help run this country. And because you have that added education, because you have a better understanding of that technology and how this world works, you will be the one that will have the chance to change the way that this world operates and the way that we live our lives. So thank you for taking the opportunity to grab what was available to you and get to this point. You are about to be a college graduate. That is not a small accomplishment. We are extraordinarily proud of you. I hope you're as proud of yourself as we are, and just really take great pride in what you are, because we certainly are. Congratulations and way to go.
Good afternoon. On behalf of the Board of Trustees of the Arkansas State University System, I congratulate each one of you who will be graduating this afternoon. We trust that you have had a positive experience while pursuing your certificate, your degree, or your GED, and we wish for you the very best in all of your future endeavors. Congratulations as you move into the next phase of life. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon. The Board of Visitors provides advisory counsel and support to the administration at ASU-Beebe in all its locations. As a former administrator and longtime supporter of this institution, I'm so proud of each of you as you graduate and look forward to the difference I know you'll make in your community. Congratulations on behalf of the Board of Visitors on your achievements and best wishes as you move forward to even greater accomplishments.
Thank you, Dr. Welch, Mr. Croson, and Dr. Dickey. Graduates, I stand here this afternoon extremely optimistic about you and about the positive impact that you will have on the world in which we live. First of all, you made it. You're now an ASU-Beebe alum. That makes you a unique person, as Dr. Welch mentioned. Many students attempt higher education, but fewer students commit themselves to the time, focus, and work that it takes to complete a credential. You, however, dedicated yourself to the task, and you have accomplished your goal. You have proven that you have a strong work ethic, so congratulations. Your determination makes me optimistic about your future. However, as proud as I am of your newly earned certificates and degrees and the impact that those will have on your future, I have to tell you that I'm most optimistic about you as a person. As Chancellor of ASU-Beebe, it is my privilege to observe you and our faculty and staff as they work with you to guide you through your educational experience. Since I came to ASU-Beebe last June, I have come to know much more about the kind of education a student receives at our ASU-Beebe campuses. The ASU-Beebe experience doesn't just prepare you to make a better living. The ASU-Beebe experience also prepares you to have and to live a better life. Our faculty and staff work with you both inside and outside of the classroom, and they model a life of service and dedication to others. They don't just say we are transforming lives through quality learning experiences because it's our mission statement. Instead, they create and nurture quality learning experiences designed specifically for you. They don't just teach you the content of their disciplines, although they do that exceptionally well. They also model civic involvement, respect for cultural diversity, teamwork, lifelong learning, continuous improvement, tolerance, and civility. ASU-Beebe is devoted to your growth and development as a whole person, not just within your area of study. Can I put it to you this way? At ASU-Beebe, at all of our campuses, in all of our classrooms, in our halls, and in every office, you get so much more than the classroom. I have to tell you that I think you've been very lucky to have these dedicated faculty and staff members in your lives. And if you agree with me, graduates, join me now in thanking these professionals for their work with and for you. As I said, I stand here today quite optimistic about you as a person. You see, as an ASU-Beebe alum, you're going to be one of our friends and neighbors. You'll provide us with health care and teach our young people. You will operate our farms, provide care for our pets and livestock, and keep our agriculture equipment in the fields. You will fill our worlds and feed our souls through your music, performance, and art. Build, operate, and manage the businesses and industries in our communities, design, maintain, repair, and improve the technology which surrounds us. You'll be parents and school board members and colleagues, public servants, and elected officials. You'll be contributing to your communities in countless positive ways. So as you exit our doors to take your next step, I challenge you to continue to be vanguard. Dare to be a leader, dare to help others, keep yourself and others moving forward. Transform the lives of others through your profession and through your life. Graduates, on behalf of everyone in this room, I thank you for inviting us into your lives and allowing us to share a portion of your educational journey. We are proud of you and know you will accomplish much. Thank you.
Good afternoon. It gives me great pleasure this afternoon to introduce to you our commencement speaker. Morgan Seymour is a 2017 graduate of Beebe High School. Growing up on a family farm, Morgan always had a passion for agriculture. In high school, she was an active member of the Future Farmers of America chapter. In 2017, she was elected to statewide leadership in FFA. At ASU-Beebe, Morgan's instructors report she is a strong student academically as well as a student leader. She is actively involved as an officer in the Ag Club and participates in several local and statewide events, including the Sunshine Rodeo, Ag Day, the Young Farmers and Ranchers, and the Women in Agriculture Conference in Arkansas. Morgan is graduating with her Associate of Science in Agriculture with an emphasis in education. She will be transferring to Southern Arkansas University in Magnolia to continue her education. Morgan plans to become a high school agricultural teacher and continue supporting her local ministry and family farm. Please join me in welcoming Morgan.
Good afternoon, Dr. Welch, members of the board, Dr. Methvin, faculty, staff, family, and graduates. It is an honor to address you on this occasion. However, Dr. Methvin, I must say, I do not feel qualified to share this stage this afternoon. In my mind, commencement speakers are alumni who have gone off and achieved great things, returning to campus to deliver kernels of wisdom. I'm only 20 years old, receiving my first post-secondary degree. What kernels of wisdom can I actually share? Despite my apprehension, I was encouraged that I was nominated by my instructors and selected by a committee and am fully qualified to give a charge to my peers. But that is ASU-Beebe. Faculty and staff pushing students to the very best when we don't always see the very best in ourselves. As I reflect on the past 2 years here at ASU-Beebe, there are multiple life lessons I've learned. Outside of learning how to ration feed for cattle or learning the correct way to categorize plants, there are 3 life lessons ASU-Beebe taught me I wish to share with you today. Own your moment, step out of your comfort zone, and support each other. I also can't help but think of a better, or at least more engaging way to share these lessons with you than through a song by famous rapper Eminem. In the song Lose Yourself, singer Eminem provides us with the following words of encouragement. You better lose yourself in the music, the moment. You own it. You better never let it go. You only get one shot. Do not miss your chance to blow. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. Eminem, like almost all of us here, know life can be full of distractions. To achieve your dream, whatever that may be, you have to be able to shut out those distractions and be laser focused on your goals. Now, one thing this college has taught me is that sometimes our goals change daily. And in order to continue to move forward and not let life's curveballs trip us up, we have to be nimble. There are times as students, we like to think we have a whole life planned out, but really our goals will probably change this summer at least 3 times. You own it, you better never let it go. Own your moment. Whether life turns out the way you planned it or your expectations miss the mark, life has afforded this moment for you. Make it yours. Life is all about learning, making mistakes, and learning from them. Neil Gaiman once said, go and make interesting mistakes. Make amazing mistakes. Make glorious and fantastic mistakes. Break rules. Leave the world more interesting for your being here. It's important for us to make mistakes like these because that's how we grow. If we live with a mindset of this has to be perfect, I can't make a single mistake ever, then it's probably causing you a lot of stress and anxiety that isn't needed. However, if you have the mindset of I can do this, even if I made a mistake, I gave it my best shot, then you start to become more appreciative of the work you're doing, as well as molding into this nicely functioning member of society. The song continues. This opportunity comes once in a lifetime. How many times have you missed a really great opportunity because you said no? When you were just too scared to see the outcome? I can tell you for me, it's been a lot. We have to learn to say yes. Now, I know putting yourself out there is a scary situation, especially if you don't know anyone that's going. But those are the most fun and life-changing moments. 2 people in my college career here at ASU-Beebe have taught me to step out of my comfort zone and say yes, Mr. Seitz and Mr. Wisdom. And I'm sure some of you have a few professors you can name right off the bat that have helped you in that same way. Mr. Seitz and Mr. Wisdom have continued to encourage me on a daily basis, whether it was a scholarship they thought I needed to apply for, joining a newly formed committee, or just applying myself more in the classroom or the ag club or my personal life. There have been plenty of times that I've gone to them for advice, not only for school, but for my life in general. And they laid out all my options and even helped me say yes to some of them. I don't think they have any idea of how much an influence they have been in my life, and I doubt some of your professors know too. Because to them, they're just doing their job. But to us, they've kept that spark going when we thought we couldn't take it anymore, when we were drowning during finals week, or even in the middle of semester when those 8 a.m.s were just becoming too much to handle and we were often late. Your professors are there to help you see what you're hiding from yourself. For a long time, I didn't want to be active in a club or on campus because I had a job. And we tend to put our jobs and other things first. But it was time that I put myself first and did something for me. Now, I'm not saying go out and quit your job, because that's probably not too great. But all I'm saying is to learn how to say yes to things that you want to do and start saying it more often. I promise things will begin to change. One other thing that I've learned during my time at ASU-Beebe is seeing how much people support each other. And it doesn't start with just your friends supporting you. It starts all the way at the top with our recently appointed chancellor, Dr. Methvin, and then it trickles down to our deans, to our professors, office workers, your advisors, and many others on staff, and then your friends and family. We all have this huge support system in our back pocket, keeping our passion for whatever we're doing alive. I'm sure your journey here hasn't always been easy, but they are the spark that keeps us going. I couldn't have gotten through college without the amazing network support here at ASU-Beebe. And whether you're transferring to another college or going straight into the work field, we will always continuously have this support system here. However, by us receiving this much support, it's only right that we give our support to someone else. Many times, all one person needs is for someone to tell them, "You got this, and I'm rooting for you." It's our job as we transfer and go to work that we support each other. In today's society, there isn't much of that going around, but we can change that. It starts with us being there for one another, listening to understand instead of just listening to speak. Embracing the fact that our walk with others will be different, but that doesn't mean you can't support them on their own journey. If it wasn't for people here at ASU-Beebe, I can guarantee that we would have had a much, much harder time getting here today. But we made it. As we leave today, remember to embrace your mistakes and work through them. Learn how to say yes and step out of your comfort zone. And learn how to be thankful for the support you've been given, then go and throw it around like confetti. Most importantly, be grateful for the time you've had at ASU-Beebe, because this has been one in a lifetime opportunity. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you for that message, Morgan. I believe you're more than able to stand up on stage with us. It's my honor to present you this gift on behalf of the Vanguard family, and congratulations.
This semester, ASU-Beebe is conferring 575 awards across all campuses, including 24 Associate of Arts degrees, 5 Associate of Fine Arts degrees, 225 Associate of Science degrees, 15 Associate of General Studies degrees, 109 Associate of Applied Sciences degrees, 110 technical certificates, and 87 certificates of proficiency. Candidates are listed in the program in alphabetical order under award categories. Every candidate has worked hard to earn the awards they will receive, and at this time, we would like to recognize those who have earned awards of distinction. You will notice many candidates are wearing one or more cords of distinction. The colors of the cords indicate their affiliation. Gold cords signify members of the Honor Society, Gamma, Beta, Phi. Green cords signify members of the Honor Society, Alpha, Deer, Omega. White and purple cords signify members of the National Vocational and Technical Honor Society. Blue and red cords are student leadership scholars. Red, white, and blue cords indicate active duty military service or veteran status. Gray and silver cords are for graduates of the Vet Tech program. Red and white cords indicate graduates who participated in the TRIO program and students wearing medals placed first, second, or third in the Skills USA competition.
At last, we've come to the moment we have all been waiting for. Will the spring 2019 graduating class please rise? Chancellor Methvin, the faculty are in the process of recording grades and carefully examining the accomplishments of the spring 2019 graduating class. At this time, it appears the final auditing of the academic records will confirm that each eligible member of the class has completed the requirements and met the standards of the Arkansas Department of Higher Education and the Arkansas State University System Board of Trustees. Therefore, it is with great pride that the faculty presents them to you and unanimously recommends that the appropriate certificates and degrees be conferred.
Thank you, Dr. Counts. By the authority vested in me by the Arkansas Department of Higher Education and the ASU System Board of Trustees, and pending review of your final records, it is my honor to confer upon each of you the technical certificate, certificate of proficiency, Associate of Arts, Associate of Fine Arts, Associate of Science, Associate of Applied Science, and Associate of General Studies degrees as pertains to each, with all the rights, privileges, and responsibilities appertaining thereunto. Congratulations, graduates. I can't wait to shake your hand.
Graduates, please be seated and we will begin the awarding of degrees and certificates. Receiving the Associate of Science in Agriculture degree, Nash Miller. Morgan Lee Seymour. Riley Smith. John Adams. Receiving Associate of Science degree in Business, Edgar Eduardo Castorena Reina. Jennifer Makia Walker. Clayton Ellis. Emily Juliana Ecker. Alexis Kingsley Treese. Cassidy Smith. Dre Benton. Amanda M. Williams. Kimberly M. Hall. Mandy Clark. Cassandra Brooks. Cordell Alexander Renard. Receiving an Associate of Science in Computer Information Systems, Tanner Wayne Allen. Receiving an Associate of Science in Criminal Justice, Jeffrey Warren Ashley. Addison Jean Smith. Dustin Colby Morris. Dalton Garrett Fry. Vanessa Temple. Starkeisha Nicole Watkins. Jason Taylor Young. Emily Horn. Patrice Pilar Smith. You want me to say something? We welcome exuberant applause, but let's not do anything that detracts from the next graduate, please. Kamira Montgomery. Receiving an Associate of Applied Sciences in Agriculture Equipment Technology, Michael Thomas Bonecutter. Norman Lewis Collins III. Eric Vargas. Kenvante Taray, aka Rudy Jackson. Kylan Nakivian Taylor. Nicholas Carnes. Hunter Dylan James. Jacob Kaiser. Trey Maxwell. Cole Brumley. Zeth Austin Holt McClung. Craig Wayne McCoy. Braden Cole Ballou. Luke Justin Skipper. Kyle Nance. Cody W. Stroud. Jacob Ashcraft. Daniel Ray Noble. Alex Hughes. Receiving an Associate of Applied Sciences in Business Technology, Rowena A. Arnett. Receiving an Associate of Applied Sciences in Computer-Aided Drafting and Design, Justin Roark. Colby Ryan Johnson. William Garrett Coleman. Samantha Colwell. Zachary S. Cologne. Associate of Applied Sciences in Computer Coding, Jerry Smith. Receiving an Associate of Applied Sciences in Computer Systems and Networking Technology, Zachary Kindle. Brandon Connor. Receiving an Associate of Applied Sciences in Hospitality Administration, Lillian Cordero. Receiving an Associate of Applied Sciences in Welding Technology, Cole Strassner. Receiving a Technical Certificate in Air Conditioning, Heating, and Refrigeration Tech, Brock McCourt. Adam Lamont. Caleb Spears. Nathan Bryson. Bradley Lyons. Receiving a technical certificate in community corrections, Michael P. Watson, Sr. Receiving a technical certificate in automotive technology, Eric Lawson. Receiving a technical certificate in computerized machining technology, Jason Douglas Edgley. Joseph S. Long. Justin Blackburn. John O. Reeves. Jordan Douglas Mader. Jacob Nathaniel Russell. Receiving a technical certificate in diesel technology, Dre Dillard. Christopher Lee Stevens. Dylan C. Long. Van Stevenson. At this time, we would like to take a moment to honor one of our former students. Don Temple earned a certificate of proficiency in diesel technology in December of 2018. Don was also named to the fall 2018 Chancellor's List for students who earned a 4.0 GPA while taking 15 hours or more. Don was working on completing his technical certificate in diesel technology when he tragically passed away earlier this semester. At this time, we would like to present his family with a special recognition for his academic achievements. Please join us in welcoming Don's family at this time as we present them with this honor. Receiving a technical certificate in power sports technology, Elijah Nelson Montgomery. Receiving a technical certificate in welding technology, Joshua Lee Matthew Kane. Noah E. Whaley. Receiving a general education development, Christopher Schmidt. Tammy Miller. Tanya Free. Sebastian Lancelotti. Autumn Murray. Melissa Hutchins. Kyle Davis. Joyce Ann Jones. Joshua Jones. Hunter Wood. Gage Wells. This completes the awards. Will all graduates please rise?
Graduates. Graduates, when you processed in this afternoon, you wore your tassel on the right, signifying your candidacy for graduation. Now, in keeping with the time-honored tradition of the Academy and the symbolic gesture of crossing your hearts, you may move your tassel from the right to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the spring 2019 graduating class of ASU-Beebe. Please rise as you are able for the recessional.